To an extent, yeah. He was being, I guess, chased by some people. And let me backtrack. We had a family meeting. And it didn't go too well. I don't know if you know who Rue Minmi is.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be designing her room.
Oh. Yeah, well, I don't know how long it's been since we've actually like really spoke. So I apologize if I'm either repeating myself or it's been so long I just don't remember. But myself and Ziggy adopted her. Uh
Ziggy told me that.
yeah. She's good people. Little misguided in life, but I don't think it's anything that isn't impossible to handle. So, um, we had a family meeting. I could not attend. I wasn't there. Essentially, there was a lot of question about the morality of, bringing violence to the house or someone being maybe a little violent and how that entails. And obviously, Richard and Matt,
Yeah.
old school, very old school. They like to, Edie can't be wrong, and that's okay. I've accepted that. What I also know is that Richard starts at 100 and works his way down. Whereas you and I may get frustrated and work our way up. He works backwards. It's a very emotional explosion, and then it backpedals from there. But uh, to save the boring detail, there was a disagreement, and Richard, from what I understand, felt like it was his fault for why the family uh, could not come to an agreement on violence, or I guess not even just violence, but something that no one could really agree on. Because I don't know the exact like point of what was disagreed on. I just know that there was a big
Maybe like
disagreement.
living with a felon
Yeah,
in the house.
pretty much.
I can see that from him.
Yeah. Um. Apparently, he ignored everybody for over an hour. He texted my other phone, and I found out, unfortunately, after. I have a new number, but my other phone I check
Did I
on.
save your new number?
I called you from it today. Maybe.
Yeah, you did.
I still use the old number, but this one's been my main one for a while. And he was found with a double lung puncture with his car at the bottom of the Mirror Park uh, pond. And he looked like he had been robbed. And from the little bit I understand, it sounds like he was being chased. And he broke a rib. And he had some kind of a lung issue years back. Uh, and when they were proceeding with the surgery, they attempted to remove the rib that broke. And it reopened a wound that was taken care of years back. And he bottomed. They had to give him CPR. And from what Dr. Kizu told me, um, at least while he was on the hospital bed before he even got there, he had no oxygen to the brain for at least 5 minutes. And she suspects that there's possible permanent brain damage. And that did not sit good with me at all. He is still in the ICU, and I still haven't heard any updates. Currently intubated. He can't breathe on his own. Bad stuff. But a day or two before that, I was going off duty. There's a potential hiree, we'll call him, that had been trying to get in touch with me. He's been trying to get a job at the PD. And I didn't even get a chance to call that I was 1042. I signed my name off, and he immediately ran up to me in the lobby and was like, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. I said, okay. So we stepped outside and we had a conversation. During that conversation, 6 members of Hydra walked around me. And this potential hiree turned and looked at all of them and said, I've been trying to talk to this man for 5 hours. Get the fuck out of here. And I felt a moral obligation to step in and save him. And to give you the TLDR, Hydra and PD have been at each other's throats for a couple weeks. I know. Shocker.
Mild shock.
I know. So I looked at who I suspected was possibly Miguel. I won't ever be able to prove it, but I have a damn good hunch. And I said, Miguel, give me 5 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Let me wrap this up. And he goes, nope, we're going. And I spared this potential hiree, and I said, stay out of this. Stay safe. And I walked away, and he watched me get into the trunk of that car. He started driving, and the conversation started that, you know, the PD doesn't have whatever, this, that, the other, whatever. And I told him, I said, if there's anybody in this police department who is willing to put a bridge between you and the communication line that you need to come to a resolution, I promise you, it is me. And I pleaded. I pleaded a lot. And I didn't beg for my life, but I told him that I am his resource. I have no problem opening that door of communication. And I think you know that about me. And I assured him that I would make that happen. And the long story short on that was that he ended it off with saying, I think we're past that point. And we began driving in a bumpy road. And they had popped the trunk. And we were at the peak point of the nudist colony up there by the lumber mill.
Mm-hmm.
They began blaming people like Den for God knows what. Started naming off names of people.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, started naming off names of people who, Tessa, if you could believe it, I've seen Den maybe twice in the last 7 months. That's a cute way of saying.
So why didn't they go after Den? Why did they take you?
That's what I said. I was like, why am I the problem? And for them, it was a message. But I told them.
Oh, what a bunch of losers.
I know.
I can't even with that.
I was the message. And I cut off Miguel and I said, can I ask a favor? He goes, what's up? I said, before this goes where I suspect this going, I'd like to call and say goodbye to my family. And I called Etta because she was the only person I knew was around, and I was going off duty to meet her anyway. So she was suspecting that I was going to call. And I told her that I loved her and that I hope to speak with her soon. And she heard the panic and distraught in my voice. And she said she wanted to come pick me up. And I said I wish I could tell her where I was, but I couldn't. And out of the respect to Hydra, they gave me that opportunity to actually have a private phone call. And Etta ended the question with saying and asking me, is it a 1096? There's only one person who knows what a 1096 is, and that's Richard. And he used that during an incident a while back to let people know that he was in danger, because no one uses 1096. And I told Etta simply goodbye, hoping that she would have gotten the hint, and she did. And they loaded me back in the car, and we drove a little bit more. And Miguel said, you know, Flap, the best version of you was when you were a park ranger. And shortly after, the trunk popped and wanted me to walk into a mountain lion. And I looked over my shoulder thinking that there was a chance I could run because it was next to the tunnel by the lumber mill, and I thought maybe there's a chance. And I saw guns aimed at the back of my head, and I tried to justify that if there's anything I know, it's that my likeliness of survival was better off with a cat than a bullet. Not by much.
Yeah.
Slim pickings, but
I mean, I'd say by a lot.
I mean, we learned to handle around them for so long. I figured my best approach was with that. They don't usually go after scraps. They protect their boundaries. So I did what I had to do. And I bled out, and I have this, I guess, cool scar on my neck, and it's still healing. It hurts like hell. But I was in the ICU for 2 days. I came out. I spent about 2-3 days with my family. Said tomorrow I want to go back to work. Richard in the ICU. Gave it another day. Yesterday I went to work. First time in almost a week. And I called dispatch 225 and 41. Everybody was excited to hear me, and I got a call from Maeve, who is one of the few detectives. And I had just joined CIB a couple days prior before all this happened to me. She said, Flop, I need you down at the hospital. I said, okay. And I came down, and she said, we have a double homicide. But they're not related.
Oh, God.
2 people died. And I had to walk through the ICU room, and I had to see Richard, and I had to see 2 more people dead. And it messed me up a little bit. It bothered me. Because I had practically lived in that ICU room for the last week. And I had to leave the hospital because we had a call up north. Something going on. Something not good. And Slacks told me, hey, stay at the hospital so we can grab victim statements. And I spoke to the one guy who came out of the ER. And while I was giving his statement on the radio, I heard Slacks go, what do you mean there's another homicide? What do you mean there's another death? And one of the victims from the call that I broke off of from the hospital to go attend. I was told stay at the hospital. Um, Another person died. 3 homicides is what I walked into
Jesus.
my first day back. And for the first time in my professional career, uh, you know where the cafeteria is at the hospital?
Yeah.
There's a little cubby before you enter the cafeteria, and I sat in that corner on the ground and I bawled my eyes out. I cried. I lost it. I couldn't do my job. I was scared to walk into the ICU. I was scared to be at the hospital. I was scared to look myself in the mirror to step foot in that place again. And it was to the point where I festered up, wiped the tears, finished the job to the best of my ability, and I said, I need to go. I have to get out of here. And as soon as I walked into the building, I got a call from Dr. Bordier saying, I asked me how I was. I said, I've had a day. And she goes, well, I feel bad for this phone call. I said, they're alive. But Tess is in the ICU and you're on the emergency contact list.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, Flop.
Why are you apologizing? That's not your fault.
Well, I mean,
There's more of a sentiment to know that you had me on your list. I mean, I wanted to come see you anyway, so. Obviously not like that, but still to visit. But I I went to work after that. Started shift 3 and I called Sky. Said I'd like to have a conversation with her. And I told her everything. I told her my fears, my thought. I told her what happened at the hospital, how I acted, how I felt. And I even told her that all things considered, I was not scared of Hydra. I was not scared of being kidnapped. What I was scared of was knowing that the last thing that I would have lived for, had they shot me in the head, if I was lucky to even make it out of that, was that I died for a war that I didn't have involvement in and that I didn't know about. And that there'd be a little cute photo of me on a whiteboard for a little bit. And I thought about it after everything happened with Richard and everything happened with you and the 3 homicides and having to talk to all the people that knew the people that knew these people, that cared for these people. And I came to terms that my family is the only thing that mattered to me. And knowing that I had an injury myself, and I don't remember a lot of my family, the one person that rehabilitated me into the family that I'm currently in was Richard. And I told everybody that if it was the last thing I did, my dying breath, I would make sure that by the end of whatever he's got going on, by the time he gets out, he will also have a family. And I ended that conversation with Sky by telling her that I, as of yesterday, submitted my 2 weeks notice from the PD. And I wanted to tell you. Why is she laughing?
I just had a funny thought.
What's that?
Remember how when we were in the car and you were telling me a long story and you wouldn't really get to the point?
Oh, God. Did I do it again?
You were just flopping it up.
Did I do it again? It was a lot of info. I mean, I gave you a week's worth of knowledge in 10 minutes.
That was a good flopping it up.
Okay.
I'm glad to know all of it.
It's a long story. There's a lot more I kept out, but...
Well, I don't need to know all of it unless you want to talk about it. But I'm glad that you've made a decision for yourself that is for yourself. Sorry you've had to go all through that, but there's a Bob Ross quote that I like. Sometimes you have to have some of the sad times to know when the good times are coming.
True. You gotta know what bad is to know what good is. You only know good, and you don't know good.
Are you alright?
I've been the most relieved today. And maybe the happiest I've been in a long time.
That's good.
You know what's interesting to think about?
Hmm?
Outside of Conan, because he don't count, respectfully. As far as I can count, I think Maple is the only ranger who, in the next 2 weeks, will still wear a badge.
Avery?
I don't go into shift too often. I don't see Avery very often, but you're right.
I saw her the other day.
Yeah.
And I heard that Loki came to visit me yesterday, but he might have gotten attacked or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because, the doctor said it was like Ratchet got defensive of me or something.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. But I know Loki's been around.
Yeah, I stand corrected. There's a couple. Not many, but there are a very few.
I keep my eye on him.
As you should. He has a hard time doing that himself.
I know Gibbs is also sometimes around, but I haven't seen him in a while. I think he's been busy.
Yeah.
He had a pretty traumatic event happen.
Yeah. I was one of the ones that helped with that, and God, I felt so bad for Sooty. She wanted answers, and I had to explain to her that I couldn't disclose anything because I wasn't leading the case. And I had to talk with the primary officer first. And she hated that we had info and that I couldn't disclose it. But you know that if I were to share information from an active
I know.
investigation, that would have been a whole other can of
I know.
worms. So,
It's okay. I handled it.
oh, thank God. Have you been enjoying life outside the PD?
Yeah. There's not a single thing in my entire life that has been more liberating. I just don't care anymore. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care as much about, you know, worrying about certain things. I just look out for myself and my family, and that's really simple.
All the things I want to do. I keep telling everybody, cadets, I just walked away from Dr. Kizu, who had a nice conversation. But that oath that we all take in the PD is for the Constitution, and there's a lot of we involved. I'll support and defend, I'll do this, I'll do that, but there's a form of unity. And I told a few cadets this, and I told Kizu this as well. I said the part where people lose it is the we. The moment you try and do it to impress others is the moment most people fail. People see the stripe as some form of... There is an earning of that stripe. But at the same time, there's also people that look at that stripe as this is the ladder of respect I have to give people. I did the job for me. I did it because I loved it. I did it because I enjoyed it. And I still love my job. That department was not meant for me. And this new government had a rocky 7 months to get to where it's at now, to say the least.
Yeah.
Kill nets are still legal. And I have fought tooth and nail to resolve that, and I've gotten nowhere.
I've heard there's been some new stuff on the way with the new mayors. And they'll be given a lot more freedom to do that kind of legislation. So, I don't know who you're voting for or who you're looking at voting in.
Andy.
And I don't really know who's running for what. But I fully intend on getting animal cruelty put back on the ledgers. So as of yesterday, it's gone.
I'm sorry, what?
I believe so, yes. At least that's what the judge told me. Bailey. Everything got reset, I guess, to the point where it was a while back when we all came back.
Okay.
And I had early on had to get that put in. It's gone now. And I haven't made a big fuss because I don't want to make it, like, known.
I won't tell
But
anyone.
as soon as the new mayors get elected, that is going to be my priority.
Well, it sounds like in the next 2
You want to work
weeks.
towards other stuff too, like hunting regulation. That's also going to be the mayor's purview.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like by the 25th, uh, I'll have some downtime. Maybe we could try and work on that together. I can try and accommodate a
Yeah.
schedule to see if we can work something out. That's insane. I understand clean slating, but animal cruelty?
Yeah, I don't know why that was nixed in the first place, but, that's just, like, my opinion, man.
I'm gonna suppress the emotions I really feel if I see somebody doing some shit.
I'm not.
I probably shouldn't, because truthfully, I'm suppressing them because
I
if
had
I
two
don't,
knives.
you have them named?
No,
Our names on them?
blood's on them.
Did they deserve it?
Yeah.
What was that bullshit term people used to say? Letter of the law versus spirit of the law?
Mhm.
Sounds like you had good spirits.
Yeah. There's a lot more people, realistically, that deserve it, but I think it'd be more inconvenient than anything. But that's just me being brutally honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the person that I was before.
I think I'll find myself going back to the person that I was, but it's early to say.
Little toe flop with the little bow tie.
No, I'm thinking a little,
Oh.
little bit after that.
Oh, okay.
That was a good time,
Alright.
though, wasn't it? Not a lot of people remember that.
Yeah, you were real cute.
What are you saying?
What? You want me to call you cute now?
Am I ugly now?
No. Just more damaged.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that any day. I think, I don't know. I have ideas. I just don't know what they are yet.
Well, when we rob the cash exchange or something, maybe I'll have an invite for you.
Need a driver?
Well, the other day, apparently, I was the driver.
Ooh. I mean, oh, how'd that
Didn't
go?
work out.
Oh.
But from what I'm told, I did good.
Were you concussed?
Shortly thereafter, yes.
Oh my god.
Not because of that.
Oh,
Well, maybe partially. I
I.
don't really remember a lot of that day.
Oh my god, Tessa.
We have fun.
Well, I would not say no to an invite. Uh, I'm sure as time goes on, I'll become more accustomed to things. I'm not looking to
That's
flip
okay.
flip a 180.
People are gonna try, though.
Well, there's people
You need to be
trying.
ready for that.
There's more to my decision than just personal.
They're also not going to trust you right off the bat.
I agree.
I still have people coming up to me and saying, "You're not a cop anymore, right?"
Really?
Yeah. So so
7?
you got a long journey.
Boy.
Sometimes people, I'll get in the car with them, and someone will start talking about a crime, and then they'll clam up when they realize I'm in the car, and I have to be like, "Hey,
Hey,
I'm a felon."
been 5 years and 7 months.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Has it really been 7 months?
Can you believe that? It's been 7 months since we've been back. In fact, it's almost, I think, to the day. I think officially either today or tomorrow marks 7 months on the dot.
You know what tomorrow is?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
It's not a good date, but I guess it's relevant.
Hmm.
It's the anniversary of Bass.
It's been that long.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're absolutely right.
July kind of sucks for me. And then it's my birthday at the end. Hooray!
That's not funny. Stay sad. Jesus. Tessa, I'm sorry.
It's also Wesley's anniversary later this month. And Bass's birthday.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Anything that you need?
Nah, I'll be okay.
Okay.
I had a little bit of a scare the other day, but I think I cleared it up.
With somebody?
Um, when I woke up from that first concussion before I was in the ICU,
Hmm.
I had I had moonshine in my pockets.
Hmm.
And I woke up confused with a headache a couple days later, and the date, and I just thought I did something. And that freaked me out. But I don't think I'm gonna do anything stupid like that. I think I'll be okay. I just, I'm gonna spend time with my family tomorrow. And not, not wallow.
You deserve all the time you need, and you deserve to be with people that love and care about you. And just know if through all that you need anything, I'm quite literally 2 houses down.
I know.
I'm
I'll
also
be
an
good.
email away for only 2 more weeks. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
God, I'm not gonna miss that. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my God. Um, but yeah, I think my goal between now and the end of July is leave on good terms with the PD, have a proper actual retirement,
Yeah.
and spend my days enjoying the second chance at life that I was given. So, who knows where that'll end
All
me.
right.
But I know you gotta get to bed here soon, so I don't want to hold you much longer.
Okay. Well, I need you to know that I'm proud of you. And I am also a couple houses down. I don't know if that helps at all, but I also, um, I'll be honest, I don't have a bed. Um, there's the sofa, but I have a sofa in my house that I sleep on. I need to buy a bed.
How much is a bed? Can I? Speaking of
They're expensive.
speaking of money, you got paid in full for the
I
renovations, right?
I think I did. I don't know. It doesn't matter at this point. It's been so freaking long.
How much?
I haven't finished it anyway. So I feel like I'm not owed anything more. I think I'm good.
Okay.
I'm also all set. I don't need any more
How much
money.
is a bed?
I, the bed I want is like 10K.
I'll buy you the bed.
You don't have to buy me a bed.
That's you're sleeping on a sofa.
It's a nice sofa.
I'll buy you a bed.
Sofa is also 10K. I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yes. It's just I haven't gotten around to ordering one.
Okay.
I also can sleep pretty much anywhere these days. I'm not really that picky. When it comes to the clowns and stuff, you kind of have to just live freely.
Mm-hmm.
That and I went backpacking around the world, and you kind of have to sleep on the ground a lot when you do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't really mind.
Okay. That offer will stay open if you reconsider.
I'll keep it in mind. It is my birthday at the end of the month.
Okay, well then there's the excuse. I got you covered.
When's your birthday?
Uh, May.
I missed it.
It's okay.
Oh my god, I'm the worst.
No, you're not the worst. It's okay. It's all right.
Did you have a good birthday?
Yeah, I think so. It was nice. I'll be honest, I'm not one to... I usually keep it to myself a little bit, but it was nice. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Okay. I might make the clowns play sardines on my birthday.
What?
You ever played sardines?
I don't play with my food.
It's not a food thing, it's hide and seek. Basically,
They're the worst
one...
at that. They're wearing like rainbow colors and
Oh,
stuff. They're gonna
trust me,
hide in
it's
a
actually
bush.
really hard.
That's
So,
it.
what they do is one person goes and hides,
You
and
have
then the
a
rest of us
freaking
seek.
ghillie suit.
Yeah, we ruled out bushes for that reason.
Okay.
Anyway, one person goes and hides, the rest of them go out and seek, and as they find the person who's hiding, they hide with them. So at the end of the game, everyone's all packed in like a bunch of sardines.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I thought about doing a cardines, but I feel like it might be number one dangerous, and number two, kind of hard.
I think for the... Listen, I trust the clowns have a good intuition. But
No,
they can't stay quiet.
we live reckless,
I was going to say,
reckless lives.
you don't stay quiet for more than like 4 seconds. And I don't mean you like directly. Like, I couldn't tell you the last time Chatterbox took a breath. I think that's why he wears a mask, is because underneath he's purple. Does he get oxygen to the brain? He hasn't been?
No.
What happened? What? Is it
Well,
too personal to ask?
it's kind of a long story, but his girlfriend has it.
Who's his girlfriend?
Raymond. We call her Cups, short for hiccups.
Huh.
She left the city and he gave her the mask to prove that he could be without it. Which is a big deal for him.
Oh, that's a huge step.
I'm proud of him too. He's still wearing a mask, but it's more so because, I don't know, I think he's just comfortable that way.
Whatever makes him happy. I met Raymond twice, I think. A while ago, but she seemed nice.
I like her. I don't know her as well as I wish I'd gotten to know her before she left.
I think considering my relation with Chatter, it would have been nice to get to know more about him, but I knew Chatterbox about as well as a cat knows the mouse that lives in the house. Because that was my job.
Yeah.
It was cat and mouse. So. Well, listen, I'm going to head back to my place, but thank you for the talk.
You're welcome.
July 25th.
Okay.
So.
I'll let you reach out if you want to ever do stuff, but we're always down to do yuck stuff. Unless I have a concussion. Then I probably shouldn't do yuck stuff. That's a bad idea. I'm learning.
You're
you
learning.
You also don't have to do yuck stuff right away.
Well.
Don't let nobody pressure you.
Oh, I won't. Don't you worry.
If they do, I'll kill them.
Oh, I know you would. Don't you worry.
Depending on how easy they are to kill. Sometimes I have to back off because I'm not really that good at it. I'm a little squishy.
Well, if you meet a man named Pullet Ovar, just know that he didn't call 911 for me when Hydra kidnapped me. The man that I told to stay safe and stay out of it, and he watched me get loaded in the back of a car.
If that individual becomes a police officer, I will make it my life's work to make him as miserable on a day-to-day basis as I make Ruby.
Oh, he ain't ever getting a job. I spoke with command. The exact words I was told by my lieutenant was, so long as I have a say in it, that man will never have a job.
Oh, good. Because he sounds like an idiot.
He was kind of a nice guy, but he burned his bridge. But thank you, Tessa.
It's gonna be okay.
I know.
Maybe it'll be hard, but I can figure out my life in 5 years and 7 months. I'm sure you can too.
I think I have a path. I think I have a direction.
Don't be afraid to redirect it too.
Oh.
Sometimes it might not work the first time. Took me 3.
Well, I'm on 1 right now. First, I gotta walk out that door and give my badge up.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
You have a good night, Tessa, all right? Love you. Thank you. Cats are fucking OG. Wow. I wanted to give Tessa like the lore background, but she right. I talking fucking monologues, dude. Oh, Jesus. This is not the song I wanted. I want. Give me a little.
I need handcuffs. Bullshit. You're gonna stand there, I'm gonna fucking knock you out. Put your hands up, Walker. Stay there. Do not move.
I won't move.
Alright, face me. Face me. Open wide, Walker. Open wide. Open wide. Here they go.
All right, well, sounds like a whole lot of not my fucking problem.
You like eating condoms, huh? The amount you put in my fucking car? It wasn't me. Don't lie to me. Who else would do it? Newt.
Oh my god, dude.
There's no way Newt would do that.
No, it was me, but he said it was him last night.
Stop putting condoms in my fucking car.
Which Walker? Who knows, man? Not my monkeys, not my circus. Oh, man. 3 hours, chat. Countless conversations. Why is the Kama Sutra on my side of the bed? How you doing? I'm doing okay. My throat is killing me today. Like, scratchy and hurts. Like, I feel like I'm getting sick. I don't think I turned black bars off once today. Oh, man. Oh, my body is tired. You know what's crazy? You want to know something wild? All things considered, after stream yesterday, I finally fell asleep at 3 p.m. I was so hopped up after everything. For the life of me, I couldn't even sit like in bed without being restless. I had such a restless night of sleep last night too. So I don't know. Is storm coming? 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. All right, close enough. Thank you guys for all the follows and all the support, by the way. I do appreciate it. It's a big jump for Flop. It's a big career change, and I think a lot of people already assume Flop's like gone, which is not true. But there are definitely things that are gonna be in the works. What motivated the career change? That is a loaded question, Caleb. You may need a better TLDR from my meta chat or somebody. Is Flop setting his sights for ADMC? Well, Tesla brought something up that I think sorry. What the fuck's going on? Don't tell me the server's down again. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh god, why is this song playing? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Partial system outage? Mother. Oh, I'm gonna fucking shit my pants. Ah. My camera working? Hey. What's up, chat? Let Balto and Flop talk. Dude. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? God damn it, dude. We run it back with the CS squad. Oof. Let's see if anyone's already reached out. People already reached out. Hold on. Okay, sorry. CS:GO again. I don't know. Maybe we'll try and get like oh, wait. 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 I don't know this song. Maybe? Maybe not? It says operational. I mean, I don't know. Not looking very operational to me. So it says CFX says that it's up right now. So I'm waiting to see. You have prio outside the PD? I do, yes. You got derailed hard as fuck. Oh. Tessa even said it's gonna be hard for you to rehabilitate yourself back into the world. And people are gonna have a hard time trusting you because you were a cop. The thing is that Flop does not have his heart set on anything right now. Flop is keeping his, you know, the trust of others open. Kind of feel out what's going on. But yeah. Ooh, wait, I'm in the command?